Hi, welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. Today I have a guest on my channel, my first guest. I have thought about possibly having other guests on the channel. I know a couple authors who are local that might enjoy joining me here. But to give it a test run, my dear sister Dee said that she would come sit with me and let me try being a guest host. So welcome aboard, y'all. We're going to give this a shot. Now, I know that she would be a fantastic host or guest for this channel because you all really seem to enjoy those knitted toys that I showed you in a previous video,
yes.
Especially like the werewolf. I think that was a lot of people were like, that werewolf's great, which he's so over the top. He was super fun. But why I think you're going to enjoy having Dee here is because she is a fiber artist and she makes toys felting wool.
Yep.
So you have a business. Go ahead and plug that business name.
Dee's Darlings. That's the name. You can find it on DeanneHicksArt.com and go in and look at all of my goods that I have available right now.
She also takes commission works.
Yeah.
You will actually do toys of people's pets, right?
Yeah, I've done custom work already, and it's amazing the joy it brings to people. I've had a couple of people approach me about it to do it, and like I tell them, they need to give me a little bit of time so that I can get the work together. But yeah, it's been just amazing to do it for the people.
And she's good. You're very good at it. Well, you've had so many years doing art. I mean, you've done art. So I was trying to count the other day. How many kinds of art have you done? Like,
holy.
Okay, so start with, you said your very first art piece you remember was?
I was about 4 years old and I got my first box of crayons. Oh my gosh, I can still remember the smell of crayons. And I remember it was snowing outside and we lived in a trailer, and my mom brought in a TV tray and some paper and my crayons, and oh, it was just amazing. I drew flowers, and where I lived there wasn't a lot of bright flowers.
We lived in Alaska, people.
So we had buttercups and some flame flowers and some off of the berries and stuff, but not really. And so these crayons just brought a whole new world to me, and that I was hooked. That was it. I was hooked with color.
Go crayons. You get a little plug on the channel here. But you've since used acrylics, oil, you've done colored pencil. Mm-hmm. You went back to crayon for a while, right? Mm-hmm. As an adult artist.
Yes.
You have done murals, nurseries, painted children's furniture. You have painted garage doors. You painted the playroom for my kids with all the comic book heroes on all the walls. What else have you done? You have painted
swimming pools. I've done school rooms and offices for people.
Gymnasium. You've painted on wood slats.
Yes, I have. Siding.
House
siding.
Skateboard decks.
I've done it on stone. Yeah, so I've kind of put it around everywhere. Paint makes the world better.
Just everywhere. Okay, so her newest arty thing are fiber darlings. They're darlings because a lot of them are animals, but they're not all animals. They're just little darling figures. So you have brought a box full of them, and we're going to show off a few and talk about them.
Yeah.
Are these all available for sale, just in case anybody is interested?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if y'all are interested in it, I've got a link to her. She has a webpage. She's also on Facebook if you just want to follow and see what her newest things are out. You're on Instagram, Pinterest,
and
Twitter. So you can find her. Dee's Darlings. Okay. So I get to pull the darlings. So I'm going to pull one here. Oh, which one is it? Oh. Are you ready?
She's gonna go.
Here it comes. Are you ready? Oh, it's a little take in the back. Okay, it's coming up. Oh, look. This is
my little foxy.
Little fox.
Now this one is actually solid wool. So I start with a fill fiber in the middle, and then I coat it with the colored wool on the outside. The eyes are glued in. So they don't. Isn't that cute?
Good eyes.
And those lovely little eyelashes. We set them off.
Let's see.
I get a lot of compliments on this particular one.
Do you put the eyelashes on individually?
Actually, my husband does that.
Yeah, boy.
And he does all the trimming for me. He does my last bit of work that goes into these, making them look really, really finished. Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
So this guy's adorable. So we'll put him down over. We'll get him in the camera so people can still see him. Let's see where's a good spot. He's a fox, so he should just kind of be like
Foxy.
peeking over the edge.
Foxy.
There. Okay, there's the fox.
Yes.
Okay, so who else do we have here? What was your first one that you made?
A mouse, and it didn't turn out well.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no.
I thought your first one was great. I thought maybe I didn't see your first one. Okay, so now I see if our camera can pick up on this little treat. What do we got going here?
This is actually a Christmas decoration.
Ah.
So there's a little sleepy bunny in there with a candy cane.
Here's
and it's
the
a little teacup.
teacup.
And a little snowflake.
Inside
And you can
is
take
a
his little
little
blanket off, and there
Oh,
he is
it's a sleepy
inside.
bunny.
Little sleepy bunny.
You see it?
They make nice collectibles. And this one also is solid wool. He's got the wool on. There's no wireframe in him or anything. There is no glued parts. His eyes aren't glued or anything, so it's all solid wool.
So little bunny, little bun, and he comes out of the cup or stays in the cup?
He stays in the cup.
Stays in the cup,
His little
okay.
blanket comes out, but he stays
He's solid.
in. Because for a Christmas decoration, you don't want it falling out or the kitty getting it. 'Cause kitties like these.
I bet they do.
They do.
Have you tried any catnip in any of them?
I haven't. In fact, one person approached me about doing little toys for cats, and I'm like,
Oh,
really?
yeah,
And
why
she goes,
not?
yeah. She said you probably make a mint off of it. So she said she tried doing some wool art and wasn't very successful, but the cat liked it. So I'm like, oh, well, that's good to know.
It is good to know. Okay, we'll put little bun over here. So you haven't done anything for cats or dogs, but you have done
my little
a
Siamese.
cat. Look.
She's so
Look
sweet.
at those eyes. How can you resist her?
Right? They're looking at you like, oh, I need a home.
She needs a home.
I need a home.
You can adopt her, and you don't even have to take her into the vet.
No, they're well trained. My animals are well trained. They go through thorough training. They sit, stay. They don't eat very much. They're very quiet.
So
You never
quiet.
have to take them out.
She'll never step on your head in the morning.
No. But she's always there and looking just darling.
I'm not sure if I'm getting her in the camera quite well. You are noticing that I am so well skilled at this showing off toys. I'm like a professional.
I appreciate it.
But here, that's probably a better shot, maybe. Get her little face.
And she actually has
She's a bigger one. Like, here, let me.
She's
So
solid
here's
wool
my
too.
hand. Here, I'll put her in my hand so you can get a feel for how big she is. See, she's the length of my hand. I should put her the other way. There
I
we
think
go.
she's 4 inches. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought my hand was bigger than that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
She's 4 inches.
Okay. So there she is. Here, I'll hold her up. I tried holding up my toys next to my face. I edited that out. It did not work. You can try.
Here we go.
Try.
Oh, it's so darling.
Okay, but well, you did it better than me. It did not work out so good for me. Okay, let's put her over here on the side here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good.
And maybe she can just go in the back. Okay, so there's the kitten.
Yeah.
Kitten smitten. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's gonna take up all the screen now. Get out of this
She's
thing.
like that.
Right? Siamese man. Okay, well, I'm going to put her back here a little bit. We'll just, for now, we'll just see her little toes. Okay, so we said cats, and we also have, now, was this a commission?
No, it wasn't a commission. I did another one, and I had it online for about 15 minutes, and it sold.
Look
So
at
I'm like,
that
I
little
don't
boy.
have one in my collection anymore, so I need to make another one. So here he is.
Here, I'll let you boop him on the nose. Are you ready?
He is all pugness.
He is ready for the boops.
Yes, he is.
Come on.
And he again is all solid wool. And in fact, his toenails are made of beeswax.
Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can get a toenail in there.
Mm-hmm. They're beeswax.
There, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see them.
Mm-hmm. They're
Like-
beeswax nails, which is
How
fun.
about that? Oops, that way.
But it's
Okay.
a part of the skill of learning how to do all that. The eyes again, my husband does beautiful with those little eyelashes.
So,
He's amazing.
what's the most challenging part of doing, so far that you found, of doing fiber? Like, I've knit animals and you have
Sure.
to build,
Sure.
each row up. What's the most challenging part of doing like a
Well,
felted animal?
it's interesting because the wool kind of tells you what you're going to do. You go to say, I'm going to go build a doggy, and it turns out to be, oh no, you're not a doggy, you're a bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to go with the flow.
Yeah, you really do have to be flexible with the design. And sometimes the design at first just doesn't look right. And you just have to keep working it and working it and working it until it molds into what you want it to be. You have to be very patient with it.
You know, it seems like a lot of art takes just so much patience.
It does
right?
take a lot of patience. Yeah.
Okay, so we just did a couple of dogs. Now this one, you get a lot of fan mail off of this one, don't you?
I do.
Okay, ready? We're gonna go for something a little more unusual. Not quite a household pet. Here it comes. Ready? Can you tell? You can tell, right? Come on. Look at this.
He is my little giraffe, and actually he took a lot of time because of all the coloring on him.
Oh, yeah.
He takes a lot of time, but he does have a wire frame.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Mm-hmm. And you can move him and, pose him a little bit, and which is nice, because if you want a certain look, like at your desk, you want to say, oh, you can make him go, oh, every day at you. Right? Mm-hmm.
And I'm not getting the cuteness on camera here, which I think is one of the challenges with toys. I've done, knit toys, like I said, but trying to film them, it's tough, right?
Yeah, it is. It is tough. You got to get that shot that you just roll it just right.
Yeah, that it's just a perfect little look at how super adorable it is.
Yeah, but he's really sweet. And yeah, I get a lot of compliments on him. The first one I made sold really quickly. And this is my second, because again I ran out and I had to make another one.
such a hardship.
Oh, it's so hard.
Such a hardship. So that's the little giraffe.
And so this one is probably, I think, what, five and a half, maybe. Yeah,
inches.
Maybe 5 inches.
So he's about almost the same size as the.
So he's
as the cat.
He's almost the same.
A little bit taller. Mm-hmm. He is a giraffe after all.
Of course.
Okay, put him over there.
Nice.
Okay, very nice. Okay, we have a few more. So I was going to ask you some silly questions to get to know you, and I'm not sure if you're ready, but
sure.
What is your favorite bug?
Favorite bug?
Bug.
Actually,
not your least favorite. Everybody always talks about, oh, I hate spiders or whatever. What's your favorite bug?
Bumblebees.
Really, bumblebees?
Big black bumblebees are my favorite bug of all.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're so gentle and docile. And they mean no harm to anybody, and they do their work just diligently, and I just love them.
So this is a little lumberjack mouse, right?
He's our Northwest mouse.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his coffee,
mouse.
right?
He's got his coffee. I like this mouse. Denim, very, very practical out here. Some flannel.
Yep,
some
and
flannel.
he's absolutely opposable. He can stand, sit, he can lay down, he can do whatever.
He's great, and this tail is fantastic.
Yeah, that's part of the skill with these little...
Is this a wire? There's a wire.
Yeah, so he's wired, and that means that you can make him stand up, and his tail is like a tripod. It helps hold his body up.
Nice.
So you can get a nice... you can undo his little legs. Yeah. He'll sit for you.
Nice. I'm just kind of messing with them a little bit, but yeah. Okay. Lovely. Love the mouse, actually. I think he's my favorite so far.
Yeah. The mice are really fun. I think they're one of my favorites to do.
Yeah. They come out so great. Okay, so let's put little guy over here. We'll just see his little denim.
Blue jeans,
okay,
baby.
Blue jeans. Okay. So then I was going to ask you another silly question, but I think this is silly enough. Are you ready? Look at this, people. Oh my God. Look, it's a purse. And look at who's in it. There's a dog in it. Okay, now wait. Let's see. Why do I get all the fun? You should be doing this.
No, you're doing great.
It's a whole doggy. He's a whole guy.
Isn't he cute?
Him's adorbs. Okay, let's see here.
And he's solid wool. And he's got a lot of coloring on him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used different kinds of wool on him.
So every color you have to use a different piece of wool.
Yeah, like the ears, and the yellow is a yellow curly wool. And then the white is the cottonelle. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Butt.
Yeah.
There is some butt.
Yes, but and his little paws. You know, that's another thing I do. I do pay attention to the little paws and some of the little details that you want to be looking for when you see a little doggy, right?
And the little nose, it's that little hard nose, so it's cold like a little doggy nose.
Shiny.
If this isn't bought, I'm going to be amazed, because I mean, this little...
Aww.
darling is amazing.
He is darling. And he's made to go for a Christmas decoration if you'd like, but he would look beautiful on a desk, in an office, or in a child's room.
He comes with a purse, right?
Yep.
Or she. Maybe it's a she.
Yep, they come all together.
I don't want to snap her head off.
She doesn't. If you notice, there's a little pocket right down here that she
where
sets
her
her
head
little.
goes? Oh, this feels very guillotine-ish.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're
fine. Good. She's fine. Yeah, she's good. She's totally happy. I just have never carried a dog around in a purse. So.
Right, but a lot of people do, and I thought, well, what a great, thing to do is put that little bowl in a little purse.
Come on, you could have this. It's available on her website. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here.
Actually, it's not on the website yet, but if you want it, request it.
Oh, request it.
Yep.
Say you saw it here.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So I was gonna ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be any mythological creature, any of them. Right now, just today. Like, you could be somebody else later. But today, if you could be any mythological creature, who would you be? What would you be today?
Mythological creature?
Yeah.
Who would I be?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. These are my little professional mice. I thought, there's a lot of people that have professions that would like to express their thank you to somebody or show that they're so proud of them for reaching out and doing this profession. And so I started doing some little professional mouse.
So she's a nurse, right?
She's a nurse, yeah. And
I
sold my little doctor.
Oh,
nice. A doctor, so I have to replenish her. And then I'll have a little painter, and I'll have a goalie.
Hockey goalie?
Well, it's a goalie. I think it's a soccer goalie, but we need a hockey.
There better be a hockey goalie coming up. That's all I'm saying. I got super excited.
Yeah, right? So I thought these would be a nice gift for somebody to share with somebody else.
Yeah, it's just a great teacher's gift or a graduation gift.
Yes.
And you could make them to somebody's, like, if they saw this little nurse mouse and liked her and wanted her in, like, blue or gray or some other color, you could do that too, right?
Yes. So a mystical creature. I think I'd want to be a centaur.
Ooh, I like
centaur.
it.
Yes.
It's funny because when I was thinking of that question, I'm like, what do I want to be? And like for a minute, I'm like a minotaur. I just want to have like horns and smash around. Not now. I don't feel like a minotaur right now. But when I was thinking up the question, I felt very minotaur-ish.
Yeah, that's really
Okay, so there she is. She's really great. And she's pretty big too. Here she is in my hand. She feels really sturdy. She feels like you could give her to a relatively young child, not a little kid, but a 10-year-old could handle her fine.
Yes.
An 8-year-old could handle her fine. 6, she'd probably get kind of sticky. Just with 6-year-olds will sometimes have candy occasionally, then they don't always get their fingers clean. But she's sturdy. Like she doesn't feel like none of these feel like they're gonna fly away. They're not fluffy.
No, they aren't. And what's so nice again is she's posable, so you can make her stand up, and and wrinkle her there and pull her tail down, and you can just make her do whatever. You can make her sit there and
she could do yoga.
Yep,
she can. Be a yoga mouse.
She can be a yoga teacher mouse.
Right?
There you
with
go.
a stethoscope.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
You never know what.
Yeah, and you can bend their heads up, which is nice too, because there is a little frame inside their head. You have to get right under their neck and pull it up. But you can make her go up this way, and she can be looking more at you.
Nice.
If you're
on your desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed your fingers in the screen. Put them back in the screen. Go. So she's got Band-Aids on her fingers because part of this felting is poking needles a million times into wool to make it do what you want, and you end up with a few Band-Aids.
It's part of the joy.
Okay, so there she is. I'm going to put her off to the side now too. All right, we're coming up on our last 3. And if you have any questions for Dee, please put them down below. I will have her answer them, or I will answer them for her. I'll make sure she gets them. You can also find her online. I know we've said that a couple of times. So this one, do you think?
Sure.
Or this one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
This one? Okay, here we go. So we're down to the last 3, and they're pretty spectacular. So ready for the first one? This one blew my mind when you first made this one and showed me. Now, you started doing this kind of art in December of this year, right? Which it's currently June, almost June. Mm-hmm. So you've been doing this for 6 months. Mm-hmm. She's been doing this for 6 months. Can you imagine what this is going to be like in a year? Okay, here's what we're looking at here. This is kind of going to be hard to get on screen because our camera.
You can bend her.
Well, I don't really want to.
You can. She's bendable.
Okay, I'm going to do this. This is a deer, a reindeer with a little girl on it. I think I'm going to have to move our camera so we can get her on it. My camera isn't the best for toys is what I've discovered. So you're all going to get a good look at some of the behind the scenes here as I tip the camera up to get a full look at this. So here's us sitting here. And here is...
This is inspired by an old cartoon movie back in the 1940s, I believe, or maybe 30s, and it's called The Snow Queen.
Yeah.
And Gerda was looking for her playmate Kay, and Bucky was the deer that helped her go find Kay up into the north. And that always inspired me, and I thought, oh, what a lovely piece to do. So that was my first face.
Isn't she pretty?
And she turned out with a pretty little face, and I thought, what a lovely Christmas ornament to put on a mantle, or
There's Bucky.
And there's Bucky, yeah. So that's where the inspiration for that one came in. She's got her little jacket, and she's got her little boots on.
She's got little boots
and little mittens.
I don't know if you can see them.
That her grandmother gave her on the way up the.
And he's a full deer. I'm having a really hard time getting. Here we go, getting him on the camera.
Yeah. But like I said, he's opposable too, so you
I kind of squished him down.
Yeah, and their horns, his horns are also wool, and his antlers, and they're opposable, so you can move them.
Isn't he great? Isn't this great? So she doesn't come off though. She's all a part of this.
She's needled in. She's not going to come off. And that's one thing about all of these is you can pull a color off if you really pull at it, but everything's needled in. The only thing that's actually glued are usually the eyes, some of the noses, and the eyelashes. Everything else is just needled on.
So you made me for my birthday some dryer balls. You know the balls that you throw in your dryer to make your clothes not... I'm going to put this back down so we can look at the toys. So that you make your clothes not have static in them, and it kind of unbunches your towels and stuff. So that, I love those suckers. They are wool balls.
You should bring them up.
I will find them. They are fantastic.
They're
they
fun.
work. I use them all the time, and I know you sell some of those on your site too.
I'm going to.
You're going to. Okay,
yeah.
They're great. She felt little
again, if
pictures
you
in
want
them.
these here that I did for her, I could give them to her, but due to copyrights, I probably couldn't do specific.
We're
things.
still we have to do a little research on that because I'll you know what, I'll do a break here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cut this. Okay, so those are the amazing, come on, are they not amazing?
They
the
are.
Amazing dryer balls with all the characters that she did for me. And they work fantastically. Like, it's not only just delightful, like they're cute. When I go down and do laundry, I'm like, I'm going to throw Domo in there, and I'm going to throw Gonzo in there. And, you know, it's really fun because I just throw a couple of people in there.
And right now I'm doing gnomes because those aren't copyrighted.
Right.
And so I can guarantee your socks, I can say your socks won't match, but I can guarantee your towels will be fluffy. So if you're looking for gnomes on your dryer balls, down in your dryer, you open it up and you see these bright colors.
Gnome balls.
Dryer balls.
Okay, so this is a pretty spectacular piece. Should I end with this one, or do you want me to end with that one?
That one.
Okay, here we go. So I find this just spectacular. Speaking of mythological creatures.
Yeah, so this is a griffin, and I thought, well, what if somebody asks me how to do something with lifelike feathers? I'm like, well, how long does that take? And so all those feathers are of wool. There's a certain process to do those. They're all opposable, so you can make those feathers stand up or lay down. The griffin itself is wired, so you can actually make him stand up or sit down.
This is his back.
And he will lay down
as
well.
Body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to tip the camera for this one again, too, because he's pretty big.
He is pretty big.
Let's get him so you can see him. Okay, we're going to tip up the camera, people. The magic of filming.
Yay! There he is. Yeah, he's pretty majestic.
Look at
out
that.
there being like, I am the griffin and I own the joint.
This is his wings, which are very soft on the underneath, and the feathers feel like feathers. They're stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're made out of wool. You didn't put feathers on them.
No, it is a process, and they are made out of wool. And
does it involve like soaking it or baking it or something?
Interesting, right? So it actually
has a tail.
It involves stitch witchery.
Oh, really? Gluing it then.
So it's you know the tape that you use to hem up your pants if you're in a hurry?
Mm-hmm.
It's that. So you lay down wool, you lay down the tape, you lay down a wire, you lay down more tape, you lay down more wool. Then you iron it, okay, and then you take it off, and then you cut and clip each one to be exactly what you want it to be.
They're fantastic. The feathers are all varied colors. They aren't just like one color. They're, multiple. They go from lights to darks. He looks beautiful. He's really gentle but fierce.
Right.
And I like his little ear guys you got going there.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah,
Is he your only mythological creature that you've made so far?
No, actually I have a unicorn that I've made and a dragon that I've made. And they're both on my site.
You need to make a Bigfoot.
What a great idea, yes!
With really super big feet.
Hey, we can find him. Help people to find him.
If you want to tie him into my ordinary magic books, you can give him a light bulb, and I'll tell you why after you read the next book.
Totally! We'll do it.
Okay, Griffin, amazing, right? Okay, so we're on our last one, and then we are going to close this up and say fond farewell to our fiber friends here. We're going to put this back down. Whoop. Okay. Oh, there's a little pug guy again. Okay, here we go. Last one. Now, why is this your favorite?
I love her because her dress is so fancy. I think she's just fancy.
She is so fancy.
And I actually got to make bloomers.
Okay, so we got to look at her clothing. She's a very fashionable mouse.
She is.
So she's another one of your mice that you're saying that, like, are you going to do a series of these, like the nurse and the doctor, a bunch of different mice? Or
I am going to have some available. I'm going to have a Christmas show down in Lynn, Benton County, Christmas Bazaar, and that's coming the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of December, and I'll be showing some of my stuff there at that time.
Okay.
And they'll be available there. If you've seen this here and you like them, please contact me, and we can work this, however it works for you guys.
And you can, like, if you want them for a gift,
yes,
more time is good because that gives you a little back and forth where you can talk to the person and ask them exactly what they're looking for, because you customize, right?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we are going to look her over. So here she is. She's the belle of the ball.
Yes. She has her little black gloves on.
Okay, so let's look at her little black gloves. There's her little black gloves. She's got a little bow on the top of her dress, and she's wearing a little choker with a little blue. Oh, it's a shiny blue jewel. It's kind of hard to see in our lighting, but it's a shiny blue jewel. She's got her little eyelashes. Okay, and now this gown is satin. It's very soft, and you can take it on and off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It comes off. There's Velcro on the back of it.
And she's a full toy underneath.
Yes.
She's not just like a doll with nothing else.
Right.
Like some people.
What?
It's a doll with nothing else. Okay, so let's talk about this. The dress, and then with the little lace, and then under here we have
petticoat.
Petticoat. Did you make the petticoat? No. Okay.
These were the dress was actually purchased.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the petticoat, which is adorable, by the way.
I know,
and then under that we have the tool to make her dress stand out, of course. And then under that we have a pair of bloomers. Now you made those, though,
I did
right?
make the bloomers. They're all hand sewn.
So you make some of the clothes for these toys,
I do.
too.
I've got a couple of little dress designs that I do for some of the little mice. I did a little school mouse, and I did a little mouse with a kitty dress. It's so cute. And she has her little kitty with her. And so I kind of tailor it to the mouse. And the little bloomers come off too. They have elastic around them, so they can come
Her little
off.
tail comes out the back, so it doesn't, you don't want your tail getting tangled up.
That's right. You can't have that.
Can't have that. So there she is. Isn't she sweet?
Yeah, but she was my last piece that I've done.
She's your most recent.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up next?
I've got a lot of product that I need to do for the fair, so I'm thinking Christmas decorations. So I'll be working on Christmas decorations and doing a lot more dryer balls, getting those up. They're a good seller. People really enjoy them. I love mine.
Yeah.
You made me mine, and the wool ones.
Yeah.
And my gosh.
I didn't felt them like she does, but there's another way to make them by hand, and I did that one.
And I love them.
They're handy.
They are. And so I was like, this is a great little gift to give, and they're inexpensive, so they're, a great little thing. We did a show at the Mission Mill here in Salem, and I do these little bumblebees on magnets to go on your refrigerator, and they're like a couple bucks a piece. And I had some kids come in for it was right before Mother's Day, and they were like, I've got like $4. I said, you can get 2 of these little bumblebees to put on, and they were just thrilled that they got that. I said, they'll hold all the notes that Mom has for you, and anything
and the
important.
Pictures that they put up on the
refrigerator. Yeah, so that was really fun. And so it has a lot of variety to it, and I'm hoping to keep lots of variety in it. But I love inspiration. If you guys have a pet that you are missing or loved and would love to represent that, I can absolutely help you out on that.
What about things like if you're a super Star Wars fan and you want like a Chewbacca or a Yoda or something? Would you do that for somebody?
You know, that's interesting. I hadn't really thought of that. It has to do with the copyrights. I don't know where that lands.
There's an awful lot of people who do that, though.
I would think that I would be okay as long as I didn't do it mass market.
Let's do some research and we'll let you know if
and if anybody knows, log it down there. Let us know.
What for? Because we don't know about the art side of this. I know kind of how it lands in the writing world, but I don't know how it lands in the making things for people world, in the arty world. Right. So we hope that you enjoyed your stay with us and your romp through all of the little darlings that were brought in today. There are many, many more. I myself have a penguin with a cookie and a mouse, and I know I bought a duck. And so there are many, many more to go look at. They're adorable. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. I think you did great.
I loved it. It was great.
Okay, so we will see you again. Thanks so much for coming by.
Love you.
If you would like to, please give us a like. Please give us a click. So until I see you again, happy reading, my readers. Happy knitting, my knitters.
Enjoy her books. I love them.
Thank you. Happy crafting, my crafters. And hey, happy arting, my arters.
And there might be a Sasquatch with a light bulb.
We need a Bigfoot. Okay. We will talk to you soon.
Bye now.